I like it, Madison. Madison already knows what I'm going to do. I know you were raising your hand asking questions, but I'm going to use this opportunity to best of my advantage.
Is that furnaces?
Awesome. In here, I save tons of things in my house.
Whoa.
My husband calls me a hoarder because I save lots of things. And one thing that my family eats a lot of at my house is peanut butter. And there are 20 peanut butter jars in here. I have already put holes in the bottom. Why do you think I put holes in the bottom?
For the birds.
For the birds to eat? Oh.
Like
How's a bird going to eat out of that hole if it's hanging on the bottom?
so we can put the stand for it.
Oh, I'm going to put a stand. There's a hole right here. Do you know what that stand is called? That birds stand on? It's called a perch. Good, Taylor. It's a perch. I'm going to put a perch here, but how would they eat seeds out of the hole in the bottom?
You can put them up top. They have long beaks.
They do have long beaks, but if I were to put bird seed in the top, and then see the hole, there's a hole in the top?
Yeah, you
That is so that we can put a hanger on it, like this. This is one that I have already made and decorated. It's a smaller jar. You all are going to have big jars. And I put the perch in there, like Taylor said, right, so they can stand on there and tuck their head in this hole. I didn't cut a hole in yours, but I did cut a hole. I made a starter hole. You are going to use the crayons to draw an opening, and then you're going to use scissors and you're going to cut your hole out, like the hole that I cut out. So you're going to cut the hole out.
They can put their whole entire body in there.
They could, but we're going to put bird seed down here in the bottom so he can stand here and he can poke his head in there and eat some seed. Everybody see
I'm
that?
going to put mine in my dad. I have a question. That's what they like to eat.
And then what if the seed's in here? If the seed's inside here, what do you think these holes are for? They're not for him to eat out of, I'll tell you that.
They're for him, like if they drop, they can.
Do you know what happens to bird seed if it gets wet?
What?
It's a seed. What do seeds do when they get wet?
Grow. Drop down.
They grow. Do the birds want to eat the plants?
No.
What do they want to eat?
Seeds.
The seeds. So why do you think I have these holes in the bottom? What happens if it rains?
It'll go right through
It's going to get wet, and where's the rain going to go?
At the bottom.
Out the holes. That's for drainage. Can you say drainage?
Drainage.
That's for drainage. That's
But
a
they
seed.
might want to eat it once they get done growing.
So that the seeds dry
Then
and the birds can still eat them and they don't get moldy and they don't start to grow. We have to have drainage holes. Yes, Davida. I have, yes. I washed them with lots of soap. But if you want, I will take yours in the bathroom and I will wash it again. Okay? Because I do not want you to get sick at all. That is not my goal. So, the first thing you're going to do, you ready? First thing you're going to do when you get your jar is write your name on the bottom. Well, one of your teachers is going to come around with a Sharpie pen and they're going to write your name on the bottom. There is a Sharpie. There we go. There's another Sharpie. There's not one on the cart. I have one in that tote bag, that black and red tote bag right there in the bottom. Your teacher's going to write your name on the bottom because you're going to decorate it. You're going to make it look beautiful. And I don't want somebody else to take yours home by mistake. And I bet you don't either.
No.
Right.
I really think this home.
These are free to take home, but they're going to have to stay here tonight to dry because you're going to paint them.
Oh, yeah.
And if you try to take them home with the paint wet, you might get it on you or your clothes or your mom's car, and that won't go over well. Okay? So we're going to leave them here overnight. That's why it's important your name gets on it. Okay?
I have a bird. Please stop it.
Mariah, when your hand's up, your mouth is closed. When your hand's up, your mouth is closed. Good job. First thing you're going to do is you're going to tuck some string. I'm going to show you how I did this. We're going to bring you some twine like this. And you're going to take this piece of dowel. You're all going to get a little piece of cut dowel. And you're going to see the hole in the top? You're going to try to put that string in there and you're going to use the dowel to push the string through so that you can grab it and pull it. Then this dowel is really awesome. You're going to stick it in the lid and then pull the string back the other way, and that will hold it tight. Okay? It won't be able to fall. Then you'll put your lid back on and you'll get another dowel, one that's a little bit longer, and you're going to shove that into this hole right here, down here. You're going
It's gonna have to poke.
and put that in there, and one of the teachers is going to come around and help you put a dot of glue on there to keep it from
Now,
moving.
what if we bust it?
Okay? You're not going to bust it.
Let's build it.
Okay? I promise. Then you're going to take your scissors, and you're gonna see that there's a hole that I started. Remember I told you I started a hole. Not this hole down here. The bottom hole is for your dowel. This hole up here, after you draw what shape, you can make it a circle, you can make it a square, you can make it a triangle, although I don't think that would be easy for the bird to get his head inside. I wouldn't do a triangle.
A heart.
You could do a heart,
What if we get upside down?
and then you're gonna cut it out with the scissors. And then after you've done all that, you're going to hold it by the lid and get to pick a paint color, one color. You get to pick one color. I'll put a little bit of paint on. I'll put a little bit of paint on your plate and give you a paintbrush. Then you can paint a design. We're not going to do rainbow colors, okay? Because that's just too much. We don't have that much time. Does anybody have any questions? Kylan? You do not have to paint it. If you want to leave it plain, you can leave it plain. Okay? And also, one of your teachers is going to come and get you one at a time. One of your teachers is going to come get you one at a time, and you'll use a measuring cup, and you'll scoop some seed into a Ziploc bag. We're not going to put the seed in it today. You'll put the seed in it when you get it home, because it's going to have a hole. If you put the seed in it, then you try to carry it home. What happened yesterday or Monday when we tried to take the bird feeders out and hang them up? I spilled seed all over the place, didn't I? So we'll keep your seed in a Ziploc bag, and you'll take your bird feeders and your seed home with you on Friday, tomorrow. Any other questions before we get started? Mariah?
Can we hang it upside down like the top? It can be.
Okay, that's what we're gonna draw.
You really can't, because I didn't put a dowel hole up here, and I don't have my drill with me. I used a drill at home to drill all those holes in there, and I'm not strong enough to do that without my electric drill, okay? Any other questions before we get started? All right, let's get started. I am bringing everybody one of these. Somebody is following me and gonna write their name on the bottom. And then we're also gonna come around and bring you a plate with your name on it.
That's to dry right. This is for the paint, right?
We're gonna, actually, I'm gonna put the paint, yeah, okay,
Because that's
thank
what
you.
to dry.
Yes, and before we do anything,
Let's pray.
let's pray, is that what you said? Before we do anything, let's pray. Before we do anything, we need to cover these tables. Because I don't want you getting paint where? I don't want you getting paint on the table. Okay, so use one of the paper areas to paint. Put your next girl. There you go. Use the paper to paint on, please. Find a corner. See, so you paint here.
Double the crayons right in there.
All right, Sharpie pens.
Got it.
Mrs. Bird, want to help me hand these out?
You're who? Alex or Alexander?
Mrs. Lillian's coming around. She's going to put your name on your jar for you.
Okay.
There, everybody has an area to hand.
I will make sure I spell it right.
You're welcome. Here we go. There you go. All right. Check your lids. Make sure that nobody has the broken lid. There's one lid that's broken. Make sure nobody has the broken lid. No, that's not broken. I got a little too rough.
Is this the broken one? It's not broken all the way, is it? The broken one, this is not it.
No, that's not it. There's one that has big cracks in it. Okay. So what's the first thing you're doing? You're getting your string, right? We have scissors here. I'll just dump it out. Davina, do you want to wash yours? No, she has a peanut allergy, so I want to make sure that hers is really, really clean. This is Chloe. Would you take that to the bathroom and wash it with some more soap? I know I washed them all thoroughly, but it never hurts to be too sure. So here's your string. Remember, you're going to get you down.
Y'all, let's just get Mariah's leg.
That one's better. Heavenly's back. We missed you, Heavenly. You took off. Yes, you did. I hope you were ever
Yeah. You were not crying. You weren't. You're lying.
I was crying inside.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Don't cry when I got here. You were not crying when I got here. No, you weren't.
I was crying inside.
You were crying.
I was crying tears only God could see.
Oh, because she was crying on the inside.
That's right.
My tongue cracked. My tongue cracked.
Okay, your top is cracked. You have the cracked one. Let's get you a different top.
Now,
Here, take that top. That's the broken one.
thank you.
Nobody should use the broken one. Okay, dowels. We need the dowels.
See the broken one?
Okay, I'll show you later, but right now I gotta make sure everybody gets their dowel.
Take it out. Can I get this one? Can I see it?
You wanna pass something out for me? Okay, these are the dowels for the top.
He had, wait, no.
I need stronger scissors. Ooh, get that one. Oh, I just broke the scissors. Oopsie. Okay, take those. Give those to people. These are for the top. That one too. I'm gonna get more. This is your string. This is your string right here. Okay, well, I have other strings. So you just have to hold on. What? No, that's not mine. You guys ready?
We didn't get straight.
No, not yet. These are the ones for the these are the ones for the
What are these? They're water?
that's for the glue.
What is it?
Okay, everybody gets one of these. Tell them that this is for their perch. This is for their perch.
This is for hanging.
Some people need more string. Okay.
Looking for string?
I'm looking for the other dowels that I know I have.
What are they in?
They're in a Ziploc bag. Mrs. Bird? Yes? The dowels that the bag that I sent you didn't have today. Hey!
Yeah.
Where is it? I think the dowels are in there. Excuse me, buddy.
I don't have a place. For your purse. Thank you. Oh my God. For your purse. For your purse. Oh. So they're having your purse. Nothing.
Yeah, we're going to get a purse.
No.
If you didn't have one, raise your hands on Mariah. She's trying to help you out.
Here is yours.
What are we supposed to do?
Okay, remember.
What type of paint? I can get a paint.
Yes.
On top of each.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna let them pick their color.
I need like this.
I know, that's kind of crazy, right?
Don't you use the
Okay,
dowel?
do you remember what I told you about the dowel? One is for your perch, and it goes in the hole in the front, right? And you have to kind of wiggle it in and push it in there. The other dowel,
That,
you use it to push your string
that's for the perch.
in the hole at the top of your lid. You look into it like this. You come to the top and push your string through, and
Okay.
then pull it like that. You need help? I'm coming.
I need help.
And then you take
Put a camera in
and
there.
pull it tight. Yep, and then it's tied at the top.
Small camera.
Okay? So let me show you.
Pushing it in.
Yes. Okay, so you're gonna take your string in the middle like this. Use your dowel. Push it in. I think this dowel is too thick. Let me get it thinner down.
Yeah, but we have a
Thinner dowels.
Now, how far in is that fine?
That's perfect.
That's good. We're sure like, stage. Really trying to do something like that.
But if you're straight
So you need dowels for, Tony, dowels for inside? Okay, I'm okay.
My spell.
Dowels
It looks like it's these.
Are they broken in half? Because the ones I saw, we had was like smaller, I mean thicker, so try to break it in half.
Yours is already in there.
Thin one? I've got a thin one. Hey,
Well, this is a string. This is the dowel. Next, you set your dowel on your perch. Like that.
I will continue if I. Are these dowels for, legs?
It'll work. It'll work. You got the wrong hole.
I'm gonna go out and the dowels for what I'm going to do.
There you go.
I will show you.
Ryan,
There's a tie. So there's a way.
you get the dowel?
I have my
It's gotta run like that.
Yeah, I did. See it
Okay.
mine's not long
Leave this like this. So as soon as I get a dowel for inside, I will just put it down. Put it down, put it there so it's stick up.
I need a bigger dowel.
Oh, no, that's about right. You should go in.
You got it.
Do it outside.
That's pretty peaceful.
So you're ready to cut the hole.
Sure this big.
So you need what?
They didn't have dowels for their,
Like that.
They have perches?
they have perches, yes, but these are,
They're extra? Yes.
okay, but they're a little bigger than the list, so that's,
Only one thing.
let's see. Yes, it does.
Back. Do you remember what show
You got it.
Now where's your dowel? Where's your piece of wood? Let me get your
Right, yeah, just tie, even this up, tie the end. Right.
Yeah, just as long as it's smaller.
It's just a matter of
Take
finding
it in like
out.
that and then run it. Cause I tried doing just like a bolt, like a tie, and it kept coming apart. you go, Miss Bentley.
Nest one is like the leftover dowels for perching are too big. Should I just go ahead and break these and?
Sure, X is good. Peter, no, just be straight because that's where it's from.
I'll get you one.
Like this one is small? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just use them
There you
to
go.
break them so that they fit inside.
Okay,
So
okay.
you can't find other ones.
Okay. Good. Just even it out.
Oh, even all the way. I thought you were
That's how it ends.
Okay, so I need to break this, right?
Yeah.
Cut it. It'll be easier.
A bigger one? I can't try another one that are hard to break. See, I can't break it. No, we need those. We need those. No, we're not cutting those. Yeah, we are not cutting.
Okay, does everybody have their lid done? Excellent. Okay.
Well, we don't have to.
Yes, I'm going to show you right now. Remember how I told you you have that other hole? You gotta come down and get your scissors in there. And this will cut the plastic. You can help. But I didn't start. Now you know what shape you want? Shoot, if I was to do
But I can make one.
with what?
See, hopefully this will work. Here you go. No, these don't work.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Tyler, have a seat, please.
Is this big enough? This one is all big enough for you. Okay, they were right. They say it's too small, but I can break these. They were wanting to try to break these. I'm sure.
I think next time, I already have what I changed for next time.
Have it already prepared.
I would have these holes cut.
Yeah.
And I would have the strings tied and knots already. And I would not have lost my dowels. Oh, okay, I can make it a circle.
Can I cut these dowels into a small?
Yeah, but her thing, the original thing,
I'll do the worst thing. I'm trying to say the exact opposite of what I mean to say. Okay, so I'm doing this.
No, wait, no, how?
hold it in place until we
All right, we're coming. We're coming.
on, and we get a better.
Wanna borrow those?
I need help.
Okay, no, I'm helping her right now. Keep coming.
Okay.
Let me
Try these. Oh, those are good. I can only help one person at a time, but yes, I can help you. I can do a heart. You know how I know? Because I've already done
I didn't.
I can try.
Okay, do you have some tape that I can tape this to?
Tape it.
This? Can I
You
tape
don't have to, because when it's hanging, it'll stay still. See? It's not gonna move. I guess if you really want some tape.
Yeah, I'm concerned because that other twine.
Thick twine? What about it?
Who did?
I was putting down.
Hey, Taylor, can you please give those scissors back to Haywan? Thank you. Here you go, buddy.
Okay, that's fine. You can use this. Let's see what I can do. You want a big circle?
You wanted a heart, right?
Okay, now that works. Make this.
Tape it, okay. Good job.
Yes.
This was the circle I had.
I'm so glad I did the drilling at a time. But of course, this is what you have to Ta-da! Are you ready for paint? Yes.
Can I get
Sure, but I'm doing hers first because she was waiting in line. But then I'll do yours next, so wait in line.
Ian, come here.
Where's what?
Your turn.
Right here.
I want to be on.
I'm gonna do a heart.
I'm next. I'm at my chair, so I'm going hard.
It's too late.
I'm not sure if I'm
Give me
do
the
it.
blue plate if I move it.
You were using them when I said. No, I didn't. I said you are. Here's yours.
Okay, and that was close. Put that
I
on.
think they're pretty careful. And if there's good job here, they'll sometimes get you here.
A mom that crocheted still does.
You notice that that's a problem? You can always have your own. So why don't you start doing the paint and let me do this? Because there are a lot of people who already have their hole cut and are ready for their paint.
All right.
So I would call people who are sitting quietly to come up to you and get their paint.
All right.
You know, like Sydney right here, she's like sitting so quietly.
Miss Sydney, you can come on up.
Wow.
No, you're coming to get your paint. So what colors do you want? These are the colors we have. Green. It's green. It's like a turquoise color.
You can paint the heart, honey.
Green.
We got to
What's your favorite color?
color.